What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to this week's episode of P&Q. Now, if you're new to this channel or the show, this is my question and answer series where you get to ask me questions or put comments to me, then I respond the following week. Now, you can do this one of three ways. You can pop your comment or question down below in that comment box, just below the video, or the second way is you can email me directly at miniwarzone@gmail.com, and that'll give you an anonymous response, or you can, and this is becoming more popular and seems to be anyway these days, you can ask a question on your own Q&A series or video if it's like a regular thing, and I happen to pick it up. I will use that and answer it here. Yeah, hope that's clear. Anyway, right, so let's just get on with it. Now, I don't have much at all this week. That said, I've got a bit more on the question of the week side of things from other people, but I don't have any emails and very few questions and comments. So, I need those comments and questions, guys. Please keep going, because you'll bore even more just listening to me ramble on. I'll try and make them a bit more in-depth answers, but we'll see. Anyway. Now, shall we start with question of the week, or shall we just do the? Because there's not many questions that were left from last week, so I might as well start with the comments this time that were left on last week's video. And we start with Frost and Fists. Now, he said, "Great video, Pete. I'll be sure to pick up your question of the week on Wolf Brother Wednesday." That's because I asked a question to you guys. Would you mind picking up my question? PS the week from Wolf Brother Wednesday? Yeah. No, or shall I post it here, my friend? Have a great week, and I hope you get to feeling better, my friend. I have, and still, I'm not 100%, so I have been feeling poorly. I've got a normal cup of tea today, like a builder's tea. Can you see the colour of that? It's kind of a light brown. I don't want to spill it on myself, because I'm good at that, doing it the other way, do you know what I mean? Right. Yeah, it's up to you, my friend, whether you want to ask a question here or put comment. I mean, I'll read them out anyway, but I'll always check out your Wolf Brother Wednesdays. I enjoy those, and you got a question on there, and I've written it down, and yeah, so I can use that. That's not a problem. Yeah, as I was saying, more and more people seem to be doing these quite like question of the week things on their own video, and I think it's a good way of I don't know exactly what I want to say. It's like spreading it out there a bit more, and getting more people into watching your video. So they need to see your video in order to pick up the question. It's kind of good for that. That said, the videos are videos I watch anyway, but it's also a good way of finding new channels and new questions to come in. Then you can add them onto your own Q&As. So that's a good thing, I think. So, but anyway, yes, I've got your question from your Q&A or your Wolf Brother Wednesday. I'll get it right in a minute. So I will do that. There you go. So I'll leave that to one side. Let's come back to that, and yeah, we'll come on to the question of the week. Now, Cruangela Silicus, he says, "Nice P&Q, Pete. Thank you very much. You always seem to watch my Q&A, so I appreciate the loyalty there. That's good. Thank you very much indeed." Nice Q&A, Pete. Is there anything hobby related that you got rid of and wish you hadn't? Oh yeah. Oh yes. I got rid of when I first got into the hobby, and I was looking for extra funds to fund my Warhammer addiction, or my 40k addiction. I got rid of I had a load of Lord of the Rings stuff from Games Workshop. It was like a starter set and a load of other models and miniatures and bits of scenery for it. And I also had a big tub or tin, it was like about that, quite big, full of old lead miniatures, D&D miniatures, stuff I used to use. And I just sold a lot as a job lot, and my Hero Quest stuff as well. It was all in together, and I wished I'd never. I deeply regret that. Still, you can't take it back once it's done. Once it's done, it's done. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. I just see now I'm looking back and thinking, I won't mind revisiting those, but yeah, I'm very, very regretful of that. Thanks for reminding me. Tattoo for you. It says, good one, my friend. I wrote your question down on my Monday vid. Cool. If you had to pick one outfit to wear every day, what would it be? And who is the closest fellow YouTube Warhammer to you besides Ralph? One outfit to wear every day, what would it be? Suit, shirt and tie. Yes. Something that looks smart. Yeah, I think look professional, helps you feel professional, helps you be professional. Yes, I would. It's not the most comfortable of attire, but I would choose that definitely because it projects an image. Yes, I would. Yeah, shirt and tie with a suit, full suit. Who's the closest fellow YouTuber or Warhammer to you besides Ralph? I don't actually know. There's a couple, I think. I think there's a couple in Plymouth. I know of one other that does. There are loads of people that play Warhammer and Wargaming, but none of them that I know of do YouTube. One comes to mind, but no. Because Ralph didn't do YouTube when I first met him. He wasn't into that, so it's kind of something he's got into since I've got to know him. I was already quite into it by the time I met him, and yeah, I think YouTube has become an integral part of this hobby now, and quite a good one as well. And it's what a great resource it is for doing anything in the hobby. The stuff you can learn from it is phenomenal. Not to mention, you kind of lose that feeling of being like a solitary figure in a geeky hobby, where other people have got hobbies like football or Grand Prix or whatever it may be. Not there's anything wrong with those, but you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Other people have hobbies, but they just don't get your hobby. They don't get it. So YouTube for that has been amazing, especially for me. And I know of many others similar circumstances to me, and YouTube has been phenomenal in respect to those people's well-being, certainly for mine. It's good. It's nice to I feel part of a community. You guys are my friends, my confidants, and I look forward to making videos for you all, and I love our chats and our interaction. I'll take a moment to say about the whole convention thing. I'm not going to Salute this year, which is next month, I believe. So I'm sorry to people for that, because I really wanted to get up and meet a lot of you, because I know a lot of people were going to that for a kind of meet up, but my reasons for that have changed in terms of why, the main cause of why I'm not able to go. originally I just wanted a break from it all, and it was a hellish journey last year, and I think Ralph will agree with me on that one. It was a difficult journey there and back. But the main reason for me not going this year is financial, and I'm needing to plough some money into my channel, and I need to put money aside for things such as, say, my camera broke or something else broke, my green screen kit. I've got to put money in for that to back that up, so that if something goes wrong, I can replace it without too much aggravation. And I just can't really afford the extra, £60-70, whatever it is, plus to get there, plus the food and drink and all that stuff. It's a long way away. That's not to say I won't be going in the future. I'll probably go next year, but I may even go to other conventions. I'm hoping to go to another convention anyway, but I'm just needing that break financially, really, so that I can secure my channel's future, and keep on board with that, really. So the answer to your question is, I don't know. I think Rab Mac is quite close to me. He's one of my subscribers. He's on YouTube, and check out his channel and stuff. I really must make a point of trying to sort out being able to get together with some people. There must be. It's funny. People either seem to be quite close or miles away. There seems to be no in between, but there must be. Like, are there any of you in, say, Exeter or anywhere like that? That I might be able to meet up with. That kind of thing. Go on a day trip and just chat about the hobby stuff. That kind of thing. It is difficult for me sometimes. Mobility wise, if I'm having a good day, I'm fine, but if I'm not, I just can't. And it's unpredictable to the point of it could literally be that morning when the illness kind of affects me, and I've no idea, and it can come over me quite quickly too, which is problematic sometimes. But there you go. But I have heard these Canadian people, they've come up with some, I dare to say the word, cure for MS, possibly. Something to do with stem cells, isn't it? Injecting stem cells into the body. And I'm like, when can I get this? Can I get it in my lifetime, please? Obviously they're going to roll it out to people with the most severe cases. Like, because MS is very unpredictable itself, and the way it attacks your body it could be anything. Once it attacks your breathing system and your vital stuff, then you're kind of screwed. So you're in trouble then. So obviously people like that, I'm hoping they'll start getting the treatments soon. I think it's just in testing stages at the moment. But sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. It's high time we had more cures for these autoimmune illnesses that afflict so many of us. So, but yeah, it would be nice to meet up with people sometimes. And here in my studio, people are always welcome to come visit. But you got to bear in mind, I've got 2 dogs. So if you're not a dog person, probably best not to come, because the Jack Russells, they're quite lively, and yeah, you would see them. But yeah, but I need to arrange to go and see Ralph soon anyway. Actually, I just want to get 100% well again first, and then I'm all systems go again. So anyway, but thank you for your question. I'm drawing this one out quite well, aren't I? considering this is the last question that was left from last week, I've got some more. Yeah. Idic Beer 40k says, great video, Pete. Fair play reference to terrain comp. Have you ever thought about getting a hobby related tattoo? And what would it be? No, I've not thought about it. I'm not sure, to be truthful. So many good designs and iconography. I wouldn't know where to start. I really wouldn't. But I mean, it's a thought. I've seen some bad ones done as well. I don't know if you have on Facebook and things like that. People have like done their own tattoo. I mean, I'm no tattooist, but I mean, I coloured in that one myself. That trooper. Coloured it in myself. And I'm not left-handed. That's another story, though. No, I haven't thought about getting a hobby-related tattoo. No, I haven't. It's a good question. But honestly, the answer is I haven't, no. Interesting. Right. Right, anyway. So that's all the questions that were left from last week. So now we're on to the questions of the week. Well, the first one was left from Stephen Spider666 from a chat, a brew, and a big black dog. And his question is in 3 parts. Well, there's three questions. He's being greedy this week. You know, he's got 3 questions in there. So, but that's cool. I like that. First one: how do you eat your pancakes? Maple syrup. I like them with maple syrup. Sometimes with lemon and sugar. But myself, I like maple syrup. Occasionally a bit of honey as well, or instead of. Particularly if we've run out of maple syrup, honey's a good substitute. My daughter eats it with chocolate spread on. My wife will eat it however it's going. You know, if it's maple syrup on the table, she'll have maple syrup. If it's lemon juice and sugar, she'll have that. Yeah, so mostly maple syrup. I had maple syrup this year, and for Lent I've given up crisps, so I think that'll be good for me. It'll be really good for me. Question of the week 2, still from Spider666, says, do you snore? Yes. If so, have you ever tried any remedies? Yes. Ooh, look at those birds. Yes, I've tried those snoring strips, but not the ones you put over your nose, which a lot of people do. Ones you put over your mouth, they work. They do work. They're brilliant. They don't taste very nice, but they do work. So yeah, I forget what they're called. Snore strip, I don't know, but just it dissolves, slowly dissolves on the roof of your mouth. It's kind of like a minty flavour to it, but I'm not particularly keen on the flavour, but it does work. Oh, and the last one, which I've already answered unwittingly, says, do you observe Lent? Yes, I do. And if so, what do you plan giving up for it? Crisps, as I've said. I'm giving up crisps because I'm a crispaholic, and I could probably eat myself to death on crisps. For my American friends, that's potato chips. You call them chips. We call them crisps here. But yes, crisps, because I just love them. Any flavour, really. Any flavour, anyhow, any condition. I don't care if the packet's open, it's so they're soggy and not crispy. Doesn't bother me. I particularly like poppadoms. I know that's not strictly a crisp, but I love them. You know, because you can get them in packs in Aldi, and I just love them. I get them, a pack of them, and like a microwavable curry meal or something like that, and it's great. It really is. Right, so, but yes, I'm giving up crisps. Right, and the very last question comes from Frost and Fists from Wolf Brother Wednesday. This is from Mythos. He says, what great big borderline hobby disasters have you had? Were you able to salvage it? And was there anything you had to write off as a loss? Right, I've been relatively lucky in terms of hobby disaster, I think. That said, I did buy some stuff from eBay years ago now, several years ago, must be about 3 years ago now, some orc stuff, and I don't know what they used to paint it with. I'd swear it was nail varnish or something. It was just awful, thick, gloopy, and I couldn't get it off. I was bathing it in this like Dettol. It wasn't Dettol, it was something else actually, I think. But before I discovered Dettol, and I'm soaking it in this stuff, and it's in it for days, and all it's doing is making it tacky. And you get it on your hands, and it must have been an oil-based paint because it's just getting everywhere. And then I'm trying to scrub it off in the bathroom with like nail brushes and toothbrushes, and I'm going through these brushes because we've got like packs of nail brushes and toothbrushes, and they're just getting knackered, all gunked up with black anyway. And I just can't get it. I couldn't get the stuff off. It was just awful. Well, I looked around my bath and sink. It's like black splats everywhere. Mrs. Mini Warzone was not ecstatic about that. She's okay, but she wasn't. You know, she doesn't really want me to do that every day. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so there was that, and I believe in the end it was a buggy. I think in the end I just binned it because it was beyond my skills to renovate. Yeah, so I was a bit, bit gutted over that. That was a long time ago now, and I've come a long way since then. Yeah. So all that remains is for my question of the week. So my question of the week is this: what aspect of the hobby do you like the most, and can you preference it? Like, can you prioritize it in order of what you like the best? Like for me, my number one enjoyment is painting. My number two enjoyment is building. My number three enjoyment is playing. My number four enjoyment is collecting. And my number five enjoyment is YouTubing. You don't have to use all of those, but yeah, I like painting the most. Yeah, so that's what I prefer most. Do you like painting the most, playing the most, collecting the most, building the most, whatever, any aspect. Put any aspect you like down, terrain, whatever. Let me know what you enjoy most about your hobby, and a couple of other examples as well, and just list them in order of what you like the most. Just let me know. I'd be very interested to know, because we're all different in that respect. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this P&Q. You wonderful people, you. If you've liked this episode, please leave me a comment, please, or a question down below, or in a video. I'll pick it up, hopefully. I'll pick up the ones I watch regularly. If you're like new to this, you need to let me know. And yeah, please hit that like button and share this video, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. So until next time, guys, all brushes lead to war. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.